Developing tonight, this is the man accused of opening fire at 2 Orlando area nightclubs last October, injuring 6 people.
And he's also accused of murdering a man in Kissimmee. The sheriff says this man is angry and evil. Fox 35's Valerie Boyd tells us how he allegedly went on a crime spree in 2 different counties over the last few months.
Well, a very dangerous suspect is behind bars, accused of attempted murder at this club as well as another club in Orlando. And he's also accused of murdering a man in Kissimmee. In fact, I talked to the Kissimmee police chief about that. It was a violent crime scene that started here at the Toxic Lounge on October 29th, leaving 6 people injured.
I was just in shock. They were like just running like crazy.
Orange County investigators say 25-year-old Christian Burgos used an AR-15 during a drive-by shooting at the Toxic Lounge and also targeted the Euphoria Lounge. They say he was mad because a rapper chose to go to those clubs rather than the one he was involved with.
We could have had multiple killings at that Toxic Lounge. We're very thankful that although the injuries were serious, that no one passed.
But that wasn't the case in Kissimmee. Police Chief Betty Holland explains.
The victim in this case is Tony Mizell Stevens Jr. He was deceased inside of his vehicle.
Chief Holland says Burgos and another man shot and killed 41-year-old Tony Mizell Stevens at the Cascades on March 1st, just before 10 a.m. She says it was most likely a drug deal.
So it appears that he drove up and then made contact with these 2 individuals, and unfortunately he was killed during the encounter.
Orange County investigators say on January 29th, Burgos was also involved in a carjacking in Orlando. Sheriff John Mina says the convicted felon was arrested with an AR-15 and handgun. It matched the bullet casings to both club shootings.
It's extremely reckless, extremely dangerous, and even evil to shoot a weapon like the AR-15 into a crowd.
Criminals do not know boundaries. You know, they just travel from area to area.
While we're waiting to see if the guns used in the club shootings were used in the Kissimmee murder, Chief Holland says the homicide happened in a very busy area where kids lived nearby.
Luckily, all the children had gone to school and the residents had gone to work.
And right now, Burgos is being held in the Seminole County Jail. However, the police chief hopes to have him extradited to Osceola County to face those murder charges. Reporting in Orange County, Valerie Boyd, Fox 35 News.